Yo, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys having a good day. Today we're going to be talking about Wuthering Waves and the anniversary update. I guess part one, but just an overall perspective, from someone like myself who's a very small content creator who doesn't really play really much a lot of Gacha, who's a very casual player. I picked up this game when it first came out back 1 year ago. And then didn't really pick the game back up again. There's a few characters, and it's not because of the anything specifically that I can put my finger on, but I just pulled away from this game. But most recently, with the newer update, I believe it's called 2.0, a lot of people were telling me to pick up this game again. And we ended up playing the game, and we did find a lot of enjoyment when playing the game, being able to explore the fighting scenes that you get from the cutscenes, the storytelling, how deep they get was very refreshing to see, and it was making me want to play the game a lot more. Now, when it comes to the anniversary that is out now, a lot of people, while I was streaming it when it first came out, was telling me, if you're coming back to the game, a lot of people were complaining about the rewards you were getting in the game, that they did not give a lot of rewards, and after some time they ended up giving a few more rewards for more pulls. Now, when it comes to an anniversary game, not to beat a dead horse, because I believe a lot of people talked about the rewards already, but when you play an anniversary style, when you play a game that has an anniversary, a lot of times you're going to get a lot of cosmetics, emotes and skins and everything, just to bring in the new players for them to be happy, and also even the existing players as well. Now, when it comes to a gacha game, is even more multiplied. You gotta try to get more people to come into this game. You want to be able to have more players. The new people need to be able to be happy and enjoy the game, and then you have to have the existing players who are already there for you also happy as well. Now, I think that they dropped the ball. Obviously, for existing players is understandable, but for newer players, for those who were coming by the stream, I honestly really couldn't tell you how many free pulls you would be able to get. I know in the beginning of the game, when this first came out, they gave you a lot of pulls, but now I'm not too sure. I remember they giving us a free 5-star because of some bugs that was happening. It wasn't playable, so I don't know how it is now for a new player experience. But I will say, as a new player trying to get into the game, you want to have a lot of pulls for a lot of these new players, that they could get into all these newer characters and old characters as well. So I would say they dropped the ball for that specifically. Again, more of a newer player perspective, and as a casual, even more so. If you don't spend. Now, the existing players, I totally understand. You want more pulls. Now, that is on his own thing. Now, the only thing that I have besides, the rewards, is I was actually surprised, and I want to say disappointed a little bit, that they didn't have a main story quest on this update. Now, not to be spoiled by the story, but the story in the more 2.0 story has been really good. Has a lot of depth, has a lot of levels to it. And you have to kind of peel back the layers to be able to really enjoy every single detail about the game, which is a really good story. The fighting scenes are really good. There's so many things. Even the new area is really good. The exploring is really good. So, like, you have all these features that are really good. And I was just surprised that they didn't update us on another main story quest, just a continuation of what we left off last with. Now, what you got out of here specifically, you got some polls, you got some events here specifically. You have all these events that, you can get some polls. This is giving me Animal Crossing vibes for some reason. You got a board game you can do, and some memory stuff. But besides that, that was pretty much it. You did get Zanny's, which is the new character, her quest story, which was really good. I think that was really good. I would have just loved to have seen them actually give us a story to go along with it, not just her personal story, but an actual main story quest to go along with it. I think overall, I think this game anniversary is probably more like a 7.5. I think the rewards are mediocre. They didn't give a lot. I totally understand. Now, for me, I have a lot to catch up on. I just have to go ahead and grind. I was just hoping to get a lot of free pulls, and you still technically are getting some. But for me, I have to grind. For those players who have already been playing, they might have already grinded all the new stuff. Um, so when it comes to the rewards, I think is mediocre. The story of Zanny is super solid. I enjoy the story. You kind of got a hint of what the story was talking about immediately, even by based off of the title and who that person was going to be. Not to go into that. I think the story, like I said, was really good. Even the character itself, I think Zanny is really good. She's a really good character overall. Her kid is really solid. I enjoy the character. A lot of people were asking me, should you pull on this character? And I say, well, this character is the newest character. It's up to you if you like this person aesthetic in their kit. And I kind of went over the basic of this person's kit as much as I can understand. Um, Again, my perspective is more of a casual style. I just hit Union 60, so I was able to finally unlock level 90 finally. She's my first level 90. I do have some more to build up for her, but she's my most strongest character currently as of speaking. I did have Phoebe from prior from getting lucky on, but overall, just being able to play this character and their kit is really solid. I think they do a really good job. I think overall, as an anniversary banner for the wars being mediocre, and I'm kind of disappointed in not seeing another main story quest continuation. I think that would have been really good to see. Give me a good story to really sink my teeth into more. Since there's not a lot of rewards, I like the story. I like the fighting into this. Keep giving me that. Yes, the rewards are important. They are good. But I would have loved to have seen another main quest story quest when it comes to this. That's just my personal preference. Now they might be in patch 2. They might actually give us a story, but I would have loved to have seen everything we got, maybe some better rewards. Everything we got with her story, the events, and a main story quest, I think would have been a lot higher point system on my list. It definitely would have been more closer to a 9, I think, if you would have done that, in my personal opinion. I know a lot of people were asking me on stream what are my thoughts are on Wuthering Waves, what I think about the anniversary, and people were honestly genuinely asking me, and I kind of give them a few hints, but I figured, you know what, we might make a video out of this. And I haven't made any video content on Wuthering Waves. I am thinking about doing some content on this, maybe doing like a super casual beginner guide on Zanny, understanding her kit, because I had to explain it a few times when people came into the stream to explain how she works and how she works with Phoebe. You can use her with Spectre Rover, just overall with the newest character. And I might do that. We might see maybe more content. If you guys are more interested in seeing that type of content, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about the anniversary banner overall. Not the banner, just the patch itself overall. But let me know if you want to see more content from this. This is a game that I play very casually off stream, and every now and then I would like to play this a lot more often. So if people are interested in it, I will look into playing it a lot more off as well. All right, and that is it. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.